Welcome to the second lesson in the basic English speaking series. In this, we are going to cover specifically what do we do when we meet people. So if you're meeting people, what are the phrases, what are the expressions that you use to talk about yourself or to introduce yourself, alright? So let's do it together. So again, these are our family. This is the family of Jollies, right? These are the Jollies. And we are learning English with the Jollies, right? So these are, I'm going to introduce you once to to the Jollies in case you don't know them. So this is Mr. Jolly. He works in an office. This is Mrs. Jolly. She is a homemaker. This is their daughter Jill, who studies in college or who is in college. And this is their son Jack, who is in school. If you notice, I've also given you introductions of the Jollies, right? So look at the phrases I have used. This is Mr. Jolly. He works in an office. This is Mrs. Jolly. She is a homemaker. This is their daughter Jill. She is in college. This is their son Jack. He is in school. Do you see that? So this is how you do your introductions when you meet people, or you talk about yourself, or you talk about someone else also. So let's first start with our own introductions. So let's meet Mr. Jolly, right? So Mr. Jolly is here talking about himself. I'm going to speak out these phrases and I want you to keep them in mind, all right? Pay attention to them and keep them in mind as I speak. Hi, how are you? I am Mr. Jolly. I am 45 years old. I work in an office. I am from Mumbai. Did you notice what information he is giving and how he is giving? And if you remember from a previous lesson, he has first kind of greeted, hi, how are you? And then he has started talking about himself from this sentence. I am Mr. Jolly. I am 45 years old. I work in an office. I am from Mumbai. Let's meet his wife. This is Mrs. Jolly. Let's see how Mrs. Jolly goes about introducing herself. So she says, hi, how are you? I am Mrs. Jolly. I am 40 years old. I am a homemaker. I am from Delhi. I'm going to repeat it and I want you to listen to me and read the sentences as I repeat this again. Alright? Hi, how are you? I am Mrs. Jolly. I am 40 years old. I am a homemaker. I am from Delhi. Okay? Now let's listen as their daughter Jill gives her introduction. Okay? Again, I will speak out these sentences. I want you to pay attention to them and read them as I speak. Ready? Let's start. Hi, how are you? I am Jill Jolly. I am 20 years old. I am in college. I am studying commerce. I'll repeat it. Hi, how are you? I am Jill Jolly. I am 20 years old. I am in college. I am studying commerce. Now finally we're going to have the introduction of the son Jack Jolly. Alright? Okay, let's see how Jack introduces himself. Hi, how are you? I am Jack Jolly. I am 12 years old. I am in school. I am in class 9. Okay, so I'm going to repeat it. Please listen to it carefully and read along. Hi, how are you? So this is the first part. I am Jack Jolly. I am 12 years old. I am in school. I am in class 9. Alright? Now that we have listened to introductions by quite a few people, let us try to introduce. Now I would like you to try to introduce yourself. Right? So what would you say? How are you? I am. Here you have to give your full name. Your full name means your first name and your last name. So for example, Jack's full name is Jack Jolly. His first name is Jack. His last name is Jolly. So he said, I am Jack Jolly. So I want you to think Not think, what your full name is, right? So I want you to put your full name here. So I am, whatever your full name is, I am dash years old. So in the case of Jack Jolly, he said, I am 12 years old. You can possibly say, I am 13 years old, I am 21 years old, I am 31 years old, whatever it is, okay? I am, the third part is, what are you doing right now? Are you in school? Are you a homemaker? Are you in college? Or are you so are you working, right? So you can say whatever it is. So you can say I am working. If you go to an office, you can say I am working. If you are a homemaker, right? If you stay at home like Jack Jolly's mother, then you can say I am a homemaker, right? If you're studying in college, you can say I am in college. Or if you're still in school, you can say I am in school. So I am, and whatever of these four options you are, you can add to that. I am from, and the city where you are from, that is your native place, or the city where you were born and you belong to that city, right? In their case it was Mumbai or Delhi, whatever, right? So I want you to think of these details about yourself, put them over here, and then speak them out loud so that you get a practice of introducing yourself. All right? Once you're done, you can compare your answers. So for example, if I were to talk about a girl, right, I can say or maybe a girl, Rohini. So I can say, how are you? So let's listen to Rohini's introduction, and you can compare your answers with Rohini's. Okay, how are you? I am 22 years old. Sorry, how are you? I am Rohini Singh. I am 22 years old. I am in college. I am from Dehradun. Alright? So compare your answers with what Rohini has said. You just have to add details that are particular or that are specific to you, and then practice introducing yourself. That's it in this lesson. Happy learning.